One of the few teams to not make roster changes coming into the new year. 3D Max on our screens on the CT side is big. Storm out middle. It's going to be a bash.
Oh, and Gravity starts strong. Oh, my God. He's on for the ace. All right, Gravity. You better be ready to yell something in German, I swear.
Oh, bottle to the face. Oh, and he
that's
still hits
quick.
a shot.
Clean for Maka, but now in hot water, needs to get bailed out. His teammates falling like flies. Maka's having to do this alone. Finally, Crimbo runs him down. That was a heads-up play from Crimbo, closing the distance after that shot connects. It's exactly what was required of him. And now the plant found JDC in position to manipulate these rotates, and manipulate he shall. Low HP on Exercise as he moves up through the spawn. Crimbo on a deep line. Exercise should be dead to rights here. Crimbo's got him in a box. Oh God, it's getting awkward for Crimbo, but he will pick it up. Ooh, Tabson was about to yell back.
Ugh, just a generally ugly round, but one that at least comes through for Big despite the eco stack. Lucky down the ramp. Blinded, good flash. And Big 5v3, a very hard round to lose right now. They've been just incessantly hitting this B bomb site. They may as well go back to it. Maka lines up a double. They're up on top of the wood. He doesn't know. Scope Deep could catch Hyped instead. Crimbo is the real target. Up close, hits him with their little feet poking out. Maka grabs a third. And somehow a 3v5, one out by 3D Max off the back of their in-game leader. They got a reason to believe, a reason to scream. JDC doesn't seem to think so. Another quick heaven climb from him. He hits that jump every single time. Big explosion, one rifle round. They're making it interesting.
As they so often do.
Oh, so much.
It's Tabson after just throwing down the gauntlet and yelling back at them. He's on this backstab with JDC. Tabson is the tip of the spear in this retake.
They've got CT control and the plant for them. This is such a good position for 3D Max. Big. They don't realize that 3D Max know where they're all coming from, so they've got to go soon.
Smoke down.
Oh dear.
Spam's not connecting.
Oh no.
Spam will only just connect in time. Stops that defuse. Joko is still a threat, and even more. Joko pushing in for the killing blow. And now Maka's on his feet, yelling back at Big. And I actually think things get really uncomfortable for Big if they end up falling short here, right? This is a map that Big are trying to make a staple of their map pool. They have first picked it every time they've played since this roster was put together, wherever they can. It is their go-to right now, the one they're trying to make the backbone of this squad. My God, the pistol's breaking through. This would be one hell of a wild round, but 3D Max face it head on. Bank accounts close to running out, but there was the opener. And as the response attempts to come in from Lucky, it's picked apart. Big, they're able to withstand the start of this round from 3D Max.
It's very split, no trades available. A clean entry will come in. They don't know the gravity got out of the cave. He is so deep. This is a 3v5 again that 3D Max are making happen. Act 10 overwhelmed eventually. They actually decide to leave. They decide to reset completely, but Big still have the time to get back in this A site. They're a bit worried that someone has taken space. That's not the case. Flanking Donut, they hit every single step. Crimbo coming in with his knife out, absolutely confident that this is where the round's ending, and he might be right. Not to Big's favor. 2v2 now.
Double back turned. Hyped is closing the gap, and they don't know. They think they've dealt with middle. 3D Max leave Donut. They're going to battle forward. Grouped pack mentality, but into Tabson they go. And he tears through them. Now falls to the new boys on the block for Big Clan to keep them in this. Kyubi closes the net over middle. Gets the info that this is clear and joins up with Hyped back in the Donut. Big are in the right place, but this is the trial by fire for Hyped on that AWP. First shots miss. QB now feeling the burden to get involved. Him and Hype find kills apiece. Oh man.
Smokes.
This is the time to show why Big bought them in.
Full short.
After relative success in Shanghai, but a sour ending, Big still made changes. Can QB and Hype show us that they were the men for the job? Looking for this bomb in a 2v4, QB with the tap, Spam connects, Hype goes hunting, Exercise spammed out, they both fire. and these new faces in the big jersey keep Ancient alive. And so no one wants to be that first man to fall. Hyped, tried to stay on the angle, and after 2v4ing in the round prior, will that be a moment he regrets? Kyubi does what he can, but it's all about Maka. 3 kills on that AWP, 4th to JDC, and the round is won. The battle is over. It's only Crimbo left, saving this M4.
Big use their smoke to block, but it won't stall out this play. They're already in the site. tabseN learns the hard way.
When tabseN dies like that, it just shows you didn't have a read over what was happening in the round. You didn't know what was happening in this A site, and so 3D Max, they feel that. They feel all that tension starting to come undone. Any doubt they had that this game was theirs, starting to move away from them now, as they are in pole position. They have all the room to work with.
Yubi's on B.
Yubi still hasn't even started to rotate over yet, and so this retake is going to be slow. It's going to come down to the wire. Big, this is it. The last hurrah, the last chance at redemption. And Maka will not give them that room, will not give them that respect. They're locked out at Donut. And it ends in a slow burn, a slow crawl. Disappointment for Big on their map pick, unless JDC and Kyubi can do the impossible. And JDC is in a box. 3D Max pull up. And from round 1, they're talking shit. They're getting in the heads of Big. And now they've run away with Big's map pick. 2 players pushed up over here, ready to turn around his exercise and lend a helping hand. But with 3 about to peek in, things could get messy. Joko dead straight away. Only 1 back from exercise. Big have picked up the advantage. JDC even finds 1 more. It's all eyes on the captain. 1v3. First connects. Now they know where Maka is. Does that make dealing with him any easier? They're on the bomb, they're sticking this. Maka with a swing! Can't put a stop to this right now! And so Pistol picked up for 3D Max as Maka goes on a tear.
A tilt of a tabseN. Don't know why he even gets off the bomb.
Smoke down over at Moto, but it's far from perfect. Angle's still available. They could try creeping into the cubby, maybe get a boost going, or they just walk straight through. It looks like it's going to be the latter. Deagle tries to charge in. There's an opener for Maka. Lucky makes his way up the short side, and JDC, nearly awkward, gets out with 1, leaving this Maka versus Kyubi. But Maka's been the man to watch in these moments. He's won a bunch of these important rounds for 3D Max. These swing rounds in the game. He's up against Kyubi.
No way. Around the world? You would expect Apps every time. He's probably going to molly Apps all short. He's waiting the smoke to fade. That's just going to win Maka the round. He's taking so long. Why would you be ready for this? He sees he's off the bomb. Maka wins the clutch again. Already building a very strong case for a T-side here. Our 3D Max is going to go again. Aggressive.
Wow.
Fast up middle. What a pick. Hyped meets that orb. Fair and square, and it comes up for 3D Max. Crimbo, the only A defender right now, his teammate at the long side. They push her a smoke. 3D Max getting a little eager, a little keen. They don't know Crimbo's still on the balcony.
Too horny.
Oh,
Too horny for this. Crimbo, quick turn. Ready for the push up through the short side still. This could get weird. Crimbo low on health, finished off by gravity. This is an all-in brawl of a round. 3D Max wanting to uppercut Big out of Inferno.
Everyone's missing smokes.
I mean, this round has been the type of fast calling that comes from intuition. It's aggressive, it's in your face. There's no precision on these smokes. It's a brawl. Lucky, can he clutch up for 3D Max? That would be salt in the wound, as Lucky is 1 kill away. The individual prowess shines for 3D Max as they thrive in the chaos. And so an abject failure that only 1 AWP got to come out in this first half.
Again, they avoid the stack. It was on A side this time. JDC gets a cross shot as that smoke goes up on CT. So maybe Big have a hope in hell. They certainly have to try. But with no kit in this 4v3, they've got to hit their shots quickly. These smokes begin to fade. Maka in the pool with the AWP trying to force the kill. 2v4 in an instant. It comes crumbling down onto the clutch, and gravity can't hold up. Big finally have something to celebrate near the end of this half, and it falls on Crimbo, the only guy doing anything in this game for Big. Against the world, JDC joins him with a crossfire. This is his best bet. He nails it. first head-to-head v Maka. It does connect, but that molly does nothing to protect the angle. Exercise finds an entry, another 1-for-1. 3D Max will take this every day of the week.
All right, JDC in the Crimbo angle. This angle robbed around from 3D Max earlier on, and since that point, they've checked it every time. JDC in a box, trying to buy time for Kyubi. Does get it down to this 1v1. Lucky holds his own. It's a force buy up around the saved AWP and the M4, and Maka immediately puts that AWP to work. Think about how different this CT half has got to be already for 3D Max. That AWP making an appearance super early on in the game after success in the pistol. Maka has now had this AWP in 5 rounds, as much as Hyped got to don it in the first half. Gravity over at long. Gonna play ahead of that smoke down on Moto. This is a risk. It's not without its potential consequences, and JDC finding him opens up space for Big in this round. Lucky even dealt with, and they know this AWP is over at A. Maka's looking to save. Crimbo wants to deny it. So Maka is given no say in the matter. I mean, right now 3D Max are calling like they're in the from the front, right? And fair enough, they do have multiple chances to take this game over the line. They're just going to keep running back. These fights fall banana. Joko full blind, still gets out with one. A quick boost up for Maka as he tries to turn the tide. There was a golden opportunity. Gravity over at long, catches Kyubi with his back turned. 3v4, Big. It's all eyes on these remaining 3. Crimbo joins up with Hyped over in the top of mid. Bomb's going to get picked up by JDC. They're digging deep here, trying to pull back this round. All blind was Crimbo, and he gets out with an important swing kill there on Exercise, making a move in the apartments. Gravity attempts to play his hand. Oh my god, that transfer is despicable. Gravity starts this one off, screaming Big down, and he ends it with a bombastic closing sequence to eliminate Big from IEM Katowice.